Live in local Philly's favor, 100.7 FM and 100.3 WRMB HD3. It's your brother Marcus on this double play Saturday, and I told you I had a special guest in here. I told you that, he's a gentleman who has done websites and all these other great things, and he's been on a lot of television shows and movies and all this other stuff coming out, and I got him for the next couple of breaks, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Phil Steward. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, bro.
Man, I'm so glad that you're here. I know you have a very busy schedule, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to talk with you. So tell me a little bit about Mr. Phil Steward. How did you get into acting and all that?
Well, listen, I've always been kind of shy, believe it or not. But I was talking to a friend of mine one day, and I was just like, man, I wish I was handsome enough to get into a movie. And she was like, why not? And I just started thinking about it. I said, I guess I could look into it. And I started looking into it, and I got shout out to Giovanna Townsend, who gave me my first short film. And ever since then, it's just been going higher and higher.
And that's the cool thing about you, because I've worked with you many years ago, and we've been in cahoots together before all of the fame of, Mr. Phil Steward, and you've always been down to earth. Now, you used to be, and you still do, I think, you still have a company that you work with, and a company that you own. What's the name of that company? I already know, but tell everybody.
Anointed Advertising.
And what is it that you do with that agency?
We focus on three things: website design, graphic design, and social media marketing.
All right. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. When I first met Mr. Phil Steward back in the day, I used to just call him Phil, okay? Just Phil. And, we had a couple of meetings, and he was the one that brought a face to the name and the voice, because people would only hear me on the radio when I was doing the Pooch Man show. You remember that?
Oh, I remember that back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But yeah, so that's how I got started with you. And you did the website back then, and I'm so appreciative of that. So he was the one that made me famous and popular. You got anything to say about that?
Man, that was a turning point in my life. I was just starting a business, just got an office. I was so excited just to meet somebody who was popular, and it was my pleasure. It was a good time.
And it's still a good time, because it's like, the tables are turning in a great way, because now you're doing TV and commercials. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. So stay close, everybody. We're coming back with Mr. Who?